Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. It is Monday, so you already know we are trading options, reviewing our plays from last week, and we are marching towards our 2025 goals, both on a balance basis and on a monthly options income basis. So let's take a look at it. Let's see what plays we had last week, how much options options income we have made so far in the first half of January 2025, and how we plan to play the rest of this month, right? So right now the account is down about 0.75%, not too bad. For the week, down about 3.6%, which is in line with the market. For the month, down 1.56%. 3 months, up 17%. Our new year to date, we are break even. 1 year, up 36.06% at 34,000. And then all time since we moved this account over in the first quarter of 2023, back when did we do this? In March, I want to say February, end of February, early March of 2023. We are up $49,923 or 61.77%. So not too bad. What are we doing? Well, we sell cash secure puts every single week. We are heavy in cash on this portfolio as of right now, with a goal to make just over $2,500 a month as a base case, and we are trying to build this account to 160,000. So the goals for, if you're new here, the goals here on this portfolio, particularly for 2025, are $160,000 balance by the end of the year. We're about 81.22% of the way there. Monthly, this month's goal is $2,573. And then annually, we are going for just under $35,000 worth of options income. So we are just striving to hit our goals each and every single week. We slowly hit the single base hits, and we sell cash secure puts and covered calls in order to get there. So let's jump into the history and let's see what we did since last video. Well, we bought back MSTX back on, what was that, on Friday? We booked some nice premium there. Then we sold a new one. We rolled down and out, right? So we were selling the 37 puts before. We had 5 here. Then we went to the 30 puts as MSTX has been falling and falling and falling. We got paid $275 worth of credit for that, and that play is still open. We had our TSLL puts expire worthless. I was going to close them out for $1. Then I just decided to let them expire worthless. We had CleanSpark call expire worthless. We had Soxo call expire worthless. And then this week, this morning, I ended up selling on the big pullback that everybody has probably seen in the market today, right? So MVDL, we ended up selling the $55 put, $150. Soxo, the 2 at the $24 put for $80, and then AMD at the 108 strike for $43. So let's jump into those plays real quick. We have buying power of $291 as of right now. No contributions here, but of course, we maxed it out in 2024 and we maxed it out in 2023, which is the 2 years since we have been over at Robinhood. So lots of work to do in 2025, but we will slowly and surely max it out each and every single week. So we're currently up on our AMD put, Soxo put, and MVDL put that we sold this morning. Let's look at the AMD put, right? This one is sitting at a 0.08 delta. I believe when I sold it, it was closer to the 0.1 delta. Happy to get assigned shares there. This one has been absolutely getting rocked in terms of share price, down 8% over the last week. Over the last month, down 6.6%. Last 3 months, down 30%. So AMD has been getting rocked, and they do have some earnings coming up, but I just can't bet against a company, especially when we're talking about these levels, right? If we go back the past year, we're down 22%. So yeah, that's where we're sitting there, and I'm trying to pick up some shares at 108. It looks like the 52-week low is 113.30, 52-week high is 227.30. So this stock was $227 within the last year. So that's pretty crazy to see. So that's the AMD play there. Soxo play, I own 300 shares as of right now. Happy to get assigned 200 more shares to lower the cost basis and get aggressive with the calls. And we received an $80 credit there. That's sitting at the 0.14 delta, a little bit more aggressive. And then NVDL, this stock is getting obliterated. Let's pull up NVDL, the actual chart. Down 18% in the past week, 2% in the past month, 12% in the past 3 months. So this is what I'm playing into. We're down 18% on the granddaddy NVIDIA, and obviously this is a 2x leverage fund of it, but I want to play into that, right? And I'm happy to get assigned some shares at the $55 strike, and I'm happy to get paid to do it, right? We're up 42% on this position since this morning so far. So those are the plays that we opened as of this morning. These are the plays for last week, right? So some of them are looking good, some of them are looking bad. The MSTX puts, we got paid $275 for this. The delta is sitting at 0.09. And I'll probably, if we get down to this strike, I'll probably take assignment of the shares. We're up 9% on this play now. I'm going to let Theta decay away. Theta is currently eating this thing away at 21 cents a day. So we're currently sitting at 50 cents. If all things stay equal, this sucker will just eat away. If we go to simulate the returns and we leave the price right at the $40, you can just see over time as we get closer to Friday, it's just going to eat it away. Even if we come down in price and we get closer to our strike price, right? Even if we get down to, let's say $39, right? We're still just going to eat it away, right? We might be negative today, but then as the week goes by, we will just slowly but surely, Theta will eat it away, and then we'll hit max profit, right? So that's where we're sitting on the 30 puts. I'm okay with that. MSTX is getting absolutely rocked. If we look at the chart, look at this, down 20% for the last week. For the month, down 63.57%. Now, you have to remember they did pay a special dividend. It was $14.42 or something like that. So the stock did come down $14 just based on the dividend, right? So that is, of course, part of the 70. But still, that's where we're sitting. It's down 63%. We own 0 shares. We just sell cash secure puts, and we are just continuing to try to use this as a cash grab. I don't really want to own shares, although if we do get into the call selling game on MSTX, and let's say we got assigned at the 36 and we went to sell, let's say the 38 for next week, and we're talking about 5 contracts, that's a $2,250 paycheck. But that is the MSTX play there. Another one, we have the 36 puts as well. We were paid a hefty premium for these ones, $325 premium. It's a 0.26 delta as of right now. Obviously, we've seen how much the stock came down, so I'm down on the position now, but it doesn't matter. Theta is going to continue to eat this away. As long as the stock stays above 36 by Friday, then all things are well. This expires worth this. Right now, the stock's down about 6% for the day at $40.52. So you have about a $4 buffer there. We can't afford to have, basically 2, 4, 5% down days, and we're still going to be okay. And we also got paid on the premium. So even if we do get to 36, we still could close for a premium on Friday. We'll keep you updated there. But right now, we're not panicking. We're just chilling. We always can come in here and we can roll the position down and out too. Let's say we wanted to get out of it and we wanted to go down on the position. Well, if we go to the 168, we could pretty much break even rolling to the 32, right? So it's going to cost me $15 and we can move our strike down from the 36 to the 32. And that's as of today. Again, things are going to change as we get closer to expiration date, but I'm not panicking. I'm just letting that one sit. No worries there. Also considering taking shares there. Connell puts, these ones expire this week. So it's going to be interesting to see how these ones play out. I don't think Connell's going to get to 25. This is another one. Crypto's been pulling back. This one's just been absolutely obliterated, down 23% over the last week. And over the last month, down 43%. We own 0 shares of Connell. I am totally fine getting assigned some shares, especially at the 25 mark. If you look in the next month and we sell a call at the 25, which is our break-even price, and we had 5 of those, we're talking about a $6,000 paycheck. So even if we come up here and we say, all right, I got assigned to the 35, I want to sell the 35s, it's still a $3,000 paycheck, right? So I'm not too worried about Connell. These expire this week. Theta is going to absolutely rip these ones apart. I'm up 360 on the $25 puts. We're down 147 on the $35 puts because we're basically right at the money. But again, I'm not worried about these, right? Look how much premium I was paid. Almost $800 worth of premium to get assigned this. So my break-even cost is $33. So if we come in here, if we come in here and we trade options, we sell a call for next month, our break-even cost is 33. Let's just say 34 to get a little share appreciation in there. We talk about 3 contracts, that's $2,000. 5 contracts, $3,400. So not too worried about this one at all. Just gonna let those play out. See how the week, hopefully crypto looks like it's bouncing back a little bit today. Tested down to the $90,000 mark. Now pushing the $92,000 mark for Bitcoin. And I think this one's going to be okay. So a lot on the table for this week. Lots of puts on the table. If you're seeing one thing, right? These are all puts. We're very cash heavy in the count because I saw a pullback coming. I'm sad that the pullback is coming, but we kind of prepared for this. Now the goal is, do we get assigned shares or do we try to stay in cash? And if we get in the money, do we roll down and out? We will see come Friday. Just want to see what the stock market does. So not to worry about any of these positions. I have no calls out on the table as of right now. 0 calls. You can see we are in all puts. And I might sell some Clean Spark calls if we get a nice pop. Same with Soxel. Just not too worried right now about collecting a couple of pennies on the call side. I would rather let the shares bounce back if we are going to get a bounce back, and then we will address it then. So that's where we're sitting right now. Of course, what do we got to do? Well, we have 26.5 shares of QQQ every single week. We take our options income and we buy ourselves $100 worth of QQQ. No matter what, every single week, $100. We do it on repeat. That's 0.19 shares, especially when we can buy it on discounts like this at the 503 range. Average cost is now going to be what, 481, I'm guessing? Yeah, 481.11. Unfortunately, when you're up on positions and you buy shares, you're going to average up, but I don't really care. I want 100 shares of QQQ. I'm just going to keep buying it each and every single week. Slowly but surely, we will stack QQQ up about 4% of the position. So another one we've been stacking. We bought some more shares of Amazon. We bought some more shares of Hood. Can't remember when we bought the shares on Hood. Yeah, so we bought 25 shares on January 2nd. AMD, this is one we've been acquiring. 116 is the price as of today. Let's see, we bought some more shares on January 8th and January 6th, so we're just slowly stacking up the AMD shares. Bought some SQ shares, bought some Nike shares, and those are the only ones we bought, right? We have $6.99 of Clean Spark, so that's 6 calls we could sell. I left it at the 99 on purpose. And then Soxel, we have 300 shares as well. So a good chunk of money sitting in Soxel and Clean Spark, but right now I'm just sitting on the sidelines, not worried about the calls as of right now, and we'll just see how things go. So these are all the trades on the table. One thing I want to jump into, of course, is the spreadsheet, just so we can see how the actual numbers are looking. Right now, you see a lot of red on that sheet. That is because we are puts, all heavy on puts, right? Making some good trades, though. We're talking about on the Cono trade, 8.7% on our money. On the MSTX trade, 1.8, MSTX 1.8, NVDL 1.4, Soxel 1.7 on the puts, and then AMD 0.4 on that position. So not too bad there. When it comes to the month, we're at $2,050 worth of premium. We started the year at $129,000. We're obviously at 130 or so right now. We were at 135 last week, so the portfolio is going to move. But we continue to control what we can control, right? And that is the base case that we set up for this year. So in 2020, let's see. So our goal for 2025 is going to be $34,509. Last year, we made $22,960 selling options. And if we do that, we can get this account to the potential of $159,000. Now, that's not including any deposits into the account, and that is hoping that we get growth in the account as well. But these are just kind of the numbers that we can control and we want to control, right? So we're 81% of the way to $160,000. We are, before this video, we were monthly, the 2573. Well, you ask, where did that come from? It's from this calculator we set up. The base case scenario, 2%. We took our balance times the 2%. We have 2,573. So we have $523 to go to hit our goal for this month. Our weekly goal was 643. We have 523 left, and we need to hit $174 a week in order to get that. I'm pretty sure you could probably tell we should be able to hit that. Given we have 2 weeks left, we only need $523 worth of premium, but all things could change, right? We're early in the week. If MSTX just plummets and I decide I don't want the shares and I want to roll them out, well, then we might have a debit there. So those are things to keep in mind, but I'm not too worried about it. I think I can hit the 174 a week, and I like where we're sitting coming into the first 3 weeks. 87 the first 3 days, 1690 through the 6th to the 10th, and of course we sold a little bit into February, so that's going to be a boosted premium. And then the 13th to the 17th, which is this week, today is the 13th when I'm filming the video, $273 so far. So those are the goals. If you're wondering where the money's coming from, these are the positions we have made options premium from: MSTX, CONL, NVDL, SOXL, TSLL, Clean Spark, and AMD. $2,050 so far. And that is where we are sitting so far. So that's the weekly update on the account. We are just going to continue to try to build this each and every single week. We're going to continue to try and hit our goals and focus on selling cash secured puts, generated income, stacking our balance, and moving towards $160,000 balance by the end of 2025. Thank you, everybody, as always, for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like. Happy investing, and we'll catch you next time.